Good morning. It is August 29th, and I just got the largest lot count order from my store so far. Lots of cool things you don't normally see going out. There's a lot of these friends type hearts and stars and bows. Drawers. How often do you see drawers go out? Some hats, pickaxes, or pikes in dark gray and dark blue gray. It's lovely ghost. Mixing bowls. There's two mixing bowls here and here. It's a hat. Did I say that? Lots of new quality stuff as well. Some swords, windows, a door, glass panes to go with the windows. Some pounds. So all in all, cool little order. It was fun to pick, even if it was 96 lots or something. There's a lot. Lots of happy things going out. Afternoon, just working on rearranging some stuff. As always, this room is such a giant mess, but this is the life and times of a small office seller. So let's talk about some stuff. Before right here, there was that tower. It's now moved, repositioned the blacksmith somewhere. But I got two more of these stair lights for overflow. The stuff that was in the one there got moved over to here. This one's new, and then all my shipping things moved over there next to my desk. Made a big bulk purchase recently where they had color sorted most of the stuff. They and so on and so forth. Even more over here, grays at the bottom. And then they had doors, two things of minifigures and accessories in these bottom two. The wheels were in, I switched them out. A whole bunch of a small amount of plants. And then just like lots of little things here and there. In addition to this tote with lots of like mostly constructed friend stuff, which they'll yield good parts overall. It's a nice white, and it's in good condition. It's dirty, but it's in good condition. Fire truck could probably go to my 5-year-old. All instruction manuals for it all. That was in there. It's one sealed bag or something, and then a couple other little things. So that was a great pull. Already found a bunch of good minifigures from there, and have listed enough to make back what I paid for it. And I haven't even touched any of the bulk from it, and I still have majority of minifigures. But there was like an Owen and a Glowing in there. But yeah, lots of good figs, and they're all in really great condition. So that was a great purchase. There used to be a chair here. I can't remember if it was in a previous video or my Instagram or anything like that. Obviously this corner's got personal stuff like yearbooks, house paperwork, and then just regular books and the ever-present box of cables. Guitar. There's my vertical Lego display for the random things I come up with. Recently found a couple of glow-in-the-dark pieces and this newsstand from the Daily Bugle, which is not listed on Bricklink yet. So I figured I'll just stick it up there and maybe put it in a mock or sell it by itself on eBay or something like that. But so there used to be a chair here. That's now been moved. Here. It's a pretty one. Into the piano studio my partner teaches. So there used to be a computer desk here that was going to go upstairs for our kids. And we've got the chair moved here. And as always, everything is small and cramped, and a lesson in juggling time and space and juggling just the cramped nature of the office. So I think I showed in a previous video, but every drawer has sometimes a billion lots in there, just because that's how I have to be able to do it to function in the space. Does it take me more time to pick that than if I had those across 5 different drawers? Of course. I don't have the space to do that in 5 different drawers. So open space, these are all labeled, those are labeled, that space is labeled. The ones that are turned around, there's actually something in there labeled up through there, and then there's like a row and 8 left to label up of the small drawers. And the wide drawers are labeled up to here. All of these still need to be labeled at some point. Not a big rush because I still have those to get through. Let's take a look at sets. I got for my birthday bonsai tree. It's up there. I bought myself the tall neck, and then I love otters, so my partner got me the little otter set, which she was laughing / dismayed to hear that I had already parted out 10 or 15 of them. But yeah, so there's my little shelf. I got a couple of the Speed Champs that came in a bulk buy, and then you can see there's a few more over there, some that came in the bulk. Actually, I think they all came in that original bulk way back when. And so my kid likes to play with those ones. Ordered a table. It's going to go here. Nice little 4-foot wide table. It'll be good for wide enough for my two kids to be able to do homework or art or whatever here, because they love to do some coloring pages and whatnot, as you can see in this giant stack of coloring pages. Then this unit's going to turn this up way. We'll put those Dollar Tree boxes. I gotta figure out. I was going to rebuild sets, but it became apparent, thanks to listening more to Keith from Brick Arena, became more apparent that building sets is something to take very seriously in particular, and only do it in certain circumstances. So a lot of those sets weren't worthwhile. And then that stack was also going to be a bunch of set rebuilds that I'm going to get through, part those out, collapse the boxes back down for shipping. I can't remember if the 3... I think I had the 3, but they weren't viewable like this in the last video. So that's nice, being able to have just your basic city, a lot of different themes. It's got some Lord of the Rings ones in here, pirate, space, collectible minifigures. This is all Star Wars. Then there's superhero on this part, and then Jago currently in here. And this one's just special, so I put him off to the side. This came in a nice eBay find. It was a $300 eBay purchase. This guy's $90 currently listed on Bricklink, and he sells for that. So gets his own special spot. This stuff is whatever. It'll move when it moves. Oh, yep. Gotta list this. This is 1.18 pounds or something of scratch dent, minifigures, accessories, some animals. There's a horse or something in there. A little bit of Star Wars. Everything in there is scratched, dented, discolored. Something is wrong with it, and some of it's looks pretty good to someone that's not concerned about putting it in their store, and they just want to have something that might have just slightly discolored leg. There's a clone helmet in here, but one side's white and one side is a little bit yellow, so it'd be great in a mock, but for having in my store, definitely no. The table that's going to come in will also be helpful for just more processing space, more being able to work on something rather than having it always on my work desk. But I have to keep in mind, kids have got to be here too, so I can't leave stuff out there all the time, which is what this table has become. It needs to be cleaned up. But sorted tile that I need to get into Bricklink and then consolidate back into the store. These are various types of pieces. So these are bricks, and then there's plates in here and more plates in this one, specialty plates in the, there's more plates, modified bricks, brackets, and there's like, pegs and ladders and hoses and chairs and all sorts of like random little stuff like that. And then I have a Milano bin, ones that are kind of they're gonna wait to be listed because they're not necessarily big movers, or they're just like an extra jumble, even though there are some modified plates. Just the way it worked out. It's a pile of wedge plates that needs to be worked on. A little mock I'm working on slowly. What else? The mountain I think I already talked about. For mountain cave, trying to rebuild it. 75% of the way there. I got stuck. Starts to be washed. Assorted technique, I should say. Slopes and wedges and such like that. Inverted slopes, curved slopes. Drawers that need to be fixed because there's too much of something in there so they can't close properly, or I just need to like redo how they're laid out. Disney CMF 100. Need to post again for those on the Facebook groups. And yeah, so the next thing I'm working on is I tend to have like stuff that sits on my desk too much. I need a place where I can throw those extra bits. A place where I can throw extra droid parts. So I had seen these in some other video. Then I saw Pops used them. But I needed something at this wall here that is all of 9.5 inches or so. And these I can put too wide and they will stack perfectly. So I got 20 of them for now. I think I mathed out I could fit probably 30 or so on this wall. So I'm going to put those up now and the annoying process for removing all those stickers, which I'm sure will be terrible. And yeah, fill up that space, give it a spot where I can toss things like the droid parts, here's hair that needs to be down sorted, here's et cetera, and we'll go from there. All right, here goes. Ta-da! It's funny seeing it here because it's all of like 3.5 feet tall to 6'8" door, so definitely room to grow. But I wanted to keep them I might have to kneel down, but as low as I can get, just to take full advantage of this entire wall of space. So let's get the inaugural bag of skelly parts. It's one-handed. Should be fun. Good enough. The rest later. There we go. So that's the core purpose. Then when I get extra skeleton parts, check out in there, done. And then eventually, after I build up a bit, pull it out, build a few skeletons. And right now I gotta find the legs for that guy. It's a Ninjago torso, so I gotta find for that. So skeleton parts, droid parts, and whatever else comes to mind for the rest of these. I've got like a bag. This is really just to get rid of all of these. Like, got a bag of castle stuff where I've built. Got to take that cape out of there. I've built a bunch of castle stuff recently. Put them all for sale in the store. But I got some extra ones that I wasn't able to get to, or I needed some other stuff for, so just put a pause on the building the rest of them. Guess what? They can go in a drawer for now. Rather than sitting yet another bag, taking up yet more space than they should. So yeah, trying to get a lot of that random bags of stuff that's sitting around, themed bags, but stuff that's just sitting around. I can go in these. These are obviously limited. I can give a couple for a theme as necessary. But I think this is a great way to take advantage of this tiny little sliver of 9 inches of space, and then be able to get some stuff out of the floor, off the ground, off yet another bag that's sitting around, and this cacophony of bags that are sitting around. Oh, and just why do I have so many empty boxes? You might have wondered. You probably didn't, but now you would. I cut them up and I use them to encase the parts that I sell before they go into a poly mailer. I'm using this for arms and hands for when I'm fixing up minifigures, and then all of my extra arms are in this bag. So obviously this is outgrowing, that's outgrowing. So when I got all those tilt drawers, I also grabbed one of these from Harbor Freight. This looks like not too much bigger, a bit bigger, but it has 18 spots, so I can have, multiple things of arms divided by some color categories. Being able to break those down. Hands, I could have several spots for hands based on all the different colors, or the main core nugget, yellow, white, black, dark blue, gray, and then a few breaking down that mess. That was $4. I think that'll help make it a lot easier.